It is time. It's time to do the flipping of the coins. Very special.
I will be doing the Raw SmackDown flip.
And I will be doing the pick one or pick two flip. Flip the chip.
All right.
Chip flip.
Chip flip. So I'll be flipping for you.
And I will be flipping for y'all.
So
basically, if I flip a 2, that means that you get the second pick.
And if I flip Raw, you will get Raw, and thus Stephanie McMahon.
There we go. Here we go. Let's flip. 1, 2, 3. All right. Are you ready?
I am ready.
I am going to reveal first. You, Spec, get the first pick of the draft. You get the first pick of the draft, and I am jealous because I already got my first pick. What do I get?
And you get
SmackDown.
All right.
All right, SmackDown, and you have Raw. You've got 3 hours to fill, so you better pick well, my friend.
All right. So there's our list that I will keep up with. I am not going to take long with the first pick.
Hey, you know what? This could go too long. We need some sort of timer. Do you have a timer on your phone?
I do have a timer. Tell you what, we'll make it so that tops we can go 2 minutes.
All right, I'm not going to take that long, but I could I could use that at once it starts getting hairy.
So, all you got to do is hit that and it'll skip to the next pick.
Okay, that's you.
All right, we're going to turn that down a
Turn
little.
it up.
All right, so
a little bit, turn it up.
Okay, it's up a little.
All right, you've lost 10 seconds.
All right, I am
first pick for Raw.
Again, I'm going to state that I'm not going to. This is not the order they're going to be picking in, but it is someone that needs to be on Raw. I am going to take Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns. Well, that was my number 2 pick.
So it is now your turn.
John Cena.
Wow, that was quick.
I take John Cena. He was my number 1 pick for either show. He was my number 1 pick. You said that depending on the show, your picks might be a little different. That was my number 1, was John Cena. But since you didn't pick him, I will pick him number 2.
And I felt like the shows have to split them, assuming that the suspension doesn't hurt Roman to the point where they're not going to try to make him one of the top guys.
We got how many top guys? What do you put in that? 4 or 5?
4 or 5.
And they rotate in and out, but you got 4.
I really felt like those two needed to be split, and I felt like Roman, being the future guy, needed the Raw shot. So if I had SmackDown, I think I would have taken John Cena first.
Interesting.
Right.
SmackDown was The Rock, was SmackDown, and so was Cena. Wasn't Cena?
Well, Cena started on SmackDown, and then when he became the world champion, they drafted him over to Raw.
Mm-hmm.
So now I have Raw. I will take. You could pause on the clock. That was my 1 minute. You just used my minute.
I don't know how to use a phone.
Don't touch it. All you gotta do.
Now
is
you got
when
2
you make
minutes
your
again.
pick. That's all right. I'm going to take Seth Rollins.
Yemini, Jiminy. All right, Seth Rollins. Nobody's picked a
And
girl
Trish.
yet.
No, it's only 3 picks into the show.
Okay, I'm just saying though. I mean,
time.
Is Renee still available?
Renee is still available.
Renee is still available. Well, that means that I am going to go ahead and pick. All right. Well, you know what? I think it's more interesting if I go ahead and reveal some of my thoughts. It's just this is for the audience to be interested in what we're talking about. Right to the top of my list goes Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose is somebody I very much enjoy right now. Kind of the flavor of the month. You know, I don't think he's on top for long, but he is one of my big ones. I am going to. It's right now between 3 people. I am going to overstep all other plans and take AJ Styles.
Okay, AJ Styles is a very, very good pick, and one that I would have been aiming at close to the top.
I forgot.
Of SmackDown, and then probably 4 or 5 picks down in Raw if he was still available. So I got my face, I got my heel. Those are my 2 leaders of the brand right there. I agree with you on Ambrose, but picking 3 members of S.H.I.E.L.D. back to back to back like that, I'm not sure. I really feel they're going to split, and not necessarily Rollins and Reigns and then Ambrose on another show, but I feel like they're going to send someone to a separate show. And because of that, I think I'll wait a little bit before I pick Dean if I'm going to go that route. I know the next 3 people I would pick, but again, I see them more of a I can wait a pick or two on him.
1 minute remaining.
All right. I am going to use my first choice, my first of three, and I'm going to take all three members of the New Day. You get the
Wow,
next
I
three
was
picks.
going to do that on my next one. I mean, I wasn't going to do it on my next one. I started to look at it, and I actually was thinking about Bray Wyatt. Be louder. Volume increase. Volume louder.
I can just
30 seconds. I don't know how to do it. Anyway, I actually almost came down. I had listed in one of my next categories of groups was Bray Wyatt, not the rest of them. You took three. You took Kofi, Biggie, and Xavier Woods.
That was a lot. There's a
That's
lot
really
of
early.
talent on
I
the
mean,
clock.
I can
I
feel
explain
bad
that.
with SmackDown because I'm about to wipe out this list here.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden you won't have a list to pick from. It's my
I
strategy.
will. I am going to... well, you know what? I was going to reach for him. All right. I'm going to do something a little silly.
Do it.
I get the next three picks. I am going to take... Well, I'm thinking about it. You're right. I should at least talk about it.
You have time. And I can talk.
No. You don't have to talk. I'm going to take... Kevin Owens.
Okay.
And the rest of the club. Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows.
Okay. Very, very good picks. So this right here is definitely a case of, for me, of where me picking Raw changes things, because to me the number one guy for me overall is Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
And he would have been, for me, my thought process was top stud guy, face, and top heel. That's what you need for your brain. Get your top face, get your top heel. And if I was Raw, I was doing Reigns Rollins, and if I was SmackDown, I was doing Cena Owens. So my going with the New Day there was my attempt to give you a chance to get Owens on SmackDown, because then I would pick him. If it goes down to 6, then I'll take him.
Yeah.
So that's, let's see, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, and Kevin Owens. So part of me is also picking SmackDown while I'm doing, you know what I'm saying?
In your mind.
There's a small thing where it's like, even this next pick, no, not this next pick. I think I can push him two more, I think. I'm going to take Randy Orton.
Yeah, that was my other one that I was looking at. And instead of doing the tag team, I almost did Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, and a third monster.
See, people like Orton, for me, they work both ways. There are certain people that I feel should be on one show or should be on the other. And they're not going to feel that way. They're going to put them where they feel or whatever. I think, to me, and we kind of discussed this a little when we were doing the Money in the Bank predictions. I hope I'm not bothering you by talking.
No. Go ahead.
I feel the reason I ended up picking Ambrose going over in the Money in the Bank over Owens was I told you that when they split, and we didn't have more of a feeling that there was going to be 2 championship titles at the time, but I felt like when they put a SmackDown title, they would need a new champion on SmackDown. And my pick for the first champion of SmackDown is going to be Kevin Owens.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that that's the best way to play it out. There was no reason to give him the Money in the Bank. So if you put him on Raw, he isn't going to be the top heel on Raw. He's going to be a top heel.
I have 1 minute remaining. I'll tell you what, this is somebody who I had later, and I just I just love him to death. I'm going to. I know talent when I see it, and what I want is a show that people are going to watch because the wrestlers they bring in the people.
They do.
That's what I want. My name's Vinny. I'm Spec.
And I'm Spec.
And we're doing a show. Okay, so, all right, I'm going with The Miz. I'm taking The Miz.
Kill me.
That
was who I was taking, and then I was like, no, I can pick him in 2 more.
No.
Because
you lost him.
I won't even wait. Rusev.
Wow. Rusev. He's on the bottom of page 1.
He was my number 3 pick for SmackDown.
Was Rusev?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to use one of my 3 options, and I am going to take Enzo and Cass. Which means you get the next 2 picks. Enzo and Cass using one of my 3 options for taking a tag team together.
All right. Enzo and Big Cass. All right. And I did cross off Rusev and the Miz. Okay, we're good. So, I pretty much know what I'm taking here. I just want to double check. I am definitely going to get... there's going to be a huge, huge uproar in the comment section for this one.
Okay, good.
All right.
Good. That's what I want.
So with the first pick...
You guys tell him off.
I'm taking Luke Harper.
Skywalker. Luke Skywalker. I've got Darth Vader.
And with my second pick, I'm taking Renee Young.
Start writing those emails right now. It's time to comment on Renee Young getting picked in, what was it, round 2?
Round 9.
All right. Round 9.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, please, go ahead.
Without looking at your list, who's your backstage interviewer? All right, continue.
Is she the only one?
No,
I'll turn JoJo.
JoJo. That's what I was going to say. You're going to end up with JoJo as your backstage interviewer.
JoJo. All right, I'm going to pick a wrestler that can be a backstage interviewer. Man, you know...
this is what I'm talking about. Yes, you can, but
there are so many big names still on this list.
Huge names.
In fact, the next person I'm taking, and I think the only reason I'm taking him is that you were thinking he's a SmackDown guy, maybe, is the only reason he hasn't gone yet. I'll go ahead and take Dean Ambrose. Yeah, he's still out there.
You're right, and I even said when I had the third pick that I wanted to split the Shield, and if he was still around, I figured at that time I said if he's still around 8 through 10, I'll take him there.
Yeah,
and I kind of forgot during that whole thing. But yeah, no, that was good. He's definitely another guy, a good guy there.
Someone had Renee on the mind.
Well, you know. So Dean is gone. I am going to. We're doing a good job keeping it moving. We're not slowing down. We're gonna hit that soon. I feel a wall.
There's a wall coming
in about 4 picks.
It's about to get very, very tough.
I am gonna go with someone that I feel is slightly more SmackDown, but I'm gonna take him here anyway.
Oh, I know where you're going.
Cesaro.
Oh. Yeah, you know I like me some Cesaro. And I am going to just go right on and take Samoa Joe. I'm jumping over to the NXT side. Now, we do get 10, and that's one of our 10.
That is one of our 10.
Over.
Samoa Joe is
taking Samoa Joe.
Person coming up going to SmackDown. Now, personally, I think that Cesaro on SmackDown and Joe on Raw makes a little more sense.
I would have liked Cesaro. I might even trade you.
I don't know if I'd be willing, but we could talk.
Yeah, you didn't have to pick Cesaro. You could have just picked Joe.
I could have just picked Joe, yeah.
Joe. Not
just Joe.
Just Joe was just great.
All right, so, no.
Really?
So
wow, I've still got one. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's all right. Now I'm in. Actually, no. I'm happy.
It's an interesting time for the draft right now.
I'm still there's like 4 or 5 people that I really like.
There are some huge names still available,
but again, I like them for the other show type situation. I'm not really.
With 1 minute left, as I dive into NXT, you got to start thinking. You know, who's going next? Is Michael Cole going to be gone? Are the commentators going to be gone? These people that you don't want to pick above a talent such as. I don't want to name anybody, but Heath Slater.
Yeah, no,
Heath
Slater is definitely an option. But
you could take Heath.
again, I'm going to make a major mistake here.
Big reach.
Huge mistake.
Big,
but only because the people that I would pick here, I would rather see on SmackDown anyway. So I'm going to take Lana.
Again, did not see that coming.
No, you did not.
I did not see that coming. You know what? I feel like I can. I feel like some of the pressure is off me for this pick, since you took Lana.
That's what I was going for.
Yeah, I don't have to pick. I still got somebody I wanted in round 3 that's still available. I
still had someone
glad you didn't
you
look.
wanted in round 3 still available.
I've still got quite a few, but I'm going to. I'm just going to go a little old school. Grab one of my faves of the world. And since you picked Lana, I'm just going to use that to not feel guilty about this. And get your pencils ready, because I'm taking Sheamus.
Sheamus.
I'm taking Sheamus. Sheamus.
They are going to hate
not,
you for that one.
You know what?
I don't hate you for that one.
I don't think Sheamus is going to spend 4 of the next 6 years as champion. I don't think he's going to spend 1 of the next 6 years as champion. He might have a run for a few months when they have to turn the belt over to somebody.
He is essentially right now, along with people like Del Rio, their best potential traditional champions.
Right. All right, but completely functional. I mean, completely worth having on the show. I'll just go on record as saying I am entertained.
Yeah. I will take Charlotte.
Charlotte. Well, that was the only female I think I want. No, not really, but she's pretty big. You know, if you don't look at her talent and you don't look at her, work at whatever you're going to look at, she's Ric Flair's daughter.
She's Ric Flair's daughter. Yeah.
She's got that heritage, and I don't think she's doing this for a lark for a few months.
No, exactly.
She's in it for the long haul,
and because of her pedigree and prove that she can do. I mean, even Natalya, she had down times. If Charlotte gets down times in her wrestling patterns, she's a legend that they're not going to get rid of already, essentially. I think Becky's great. I think Sasha is great. But 2 years from now, they may be in a different company.
Yeah.
I don't see Charlotte being in a different company.
Okay, you know what? I think I'm ready for my next pick, which is good because it's about that time. I'm going to let's do it. This is the SmackDown's perfect place for Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn probably went earlier in a lot of other drafts, and this is about the right time for him in this draft, I believe.
I think I would have taken him probably 3 or 4 rounds ago. Again,
if you had SmackDown.
If I had SmackDown. I want to keep Owens and Zayn together. If I'm putting one on SmackDown and one on Raw, I'd rather put Owens on Raw. SmackDown to me is a perfect environment for Sami Zayn.
Absolutely. He can fight Sheamus.
And beat him. In the same vein, someone that I feel is new like Sami, but more Raw-like, I'm going to take Apollo Crews.
See, he was big on my list too. I feel like... Did you see the interview with... I'll use my time for this.
Yeah.
Did you see the interview with the club, the leader of the club? My first
AJ
pick.
Styles.
AJ Styles.
Yes, I did.
You did.
I don't know which one you're talking about, but I've seen all his interviews.
With Stone Cold recently.
Oh, yes, the Stone Cold podcast. Yes,
I keep saying to my wife, who is new to AJ Styles, it was the slowest roll of, because you know AJ, you know what moves he has.
Right.
He didn't pull them all out. He's slow rolling his moves.
Yeah, he spent a month and a half to 2 months teasing the Styles Clash
before he did it. Yeah. And for people who knew him, we were like, here it comes.
I thought the rumors were abound that they banned the Styles Clash because he wasn't doing it, and now he's doing it every week. I still haven't seen his springboard reverse DDT. Still waiting. I'm hoping that he just didn't get too old to do it.
No, I don't believe he'll ever be too old to do anything. He's AJ Styles. I understand, and I am going to take... you know what? The people aren't going to like this. I'm going to take who I want, who people want. I'll just say it out loud. I know, guys, that you want me to take Sasha Banks, but I'm taking Paige. I'm taking Paige.
That is a good pick, and I don't think a lot of people are going to be upset with that. I think that out in the world, there's a lot more Paige fans than it shows on screen.
Yeah.
Right now, WWE is bigger on Sasha and Charlotte, but the universe that is on the internet, they still love Paige.
I think Paige is coming back with I think
hope
she's
so.
coming back on fire soon.
Well, she's back in tag teaming with Sasha for Sasha's. It's just
The idea of the anti-diva.
Yeah.
They've got a whole. I mean, it could be one against all. They could do so much with the idea of the anti-diva.
That being said, I will take Sasha.
You'll take Sasha. Well, then I will. I'm going to continue. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. You took Sasha. I got two. Oh, you already took Charlotte. I've only got one more star. You know what? I might. Need some power. Gosh, how do I do that before Dolph Ziggler? What do you guys think of Dolph? You guys gotta love. Yeah? Okay. Alright, Dolph. Write it down.
Dolph Ziggler.
I've done it. I can't leave him out there. I can't leave him out there that long.
All right.
I think Dolph puts on some of the most exciting matches of the night, and it's a little bit repetitive, is what I hear some people say.
Yeah.
But if you're there live, one of the most exciting matches of the night. If you're watching on TV, it's the same thing. If you're really vested in the match, it's a good match.
I've always been a big Dolph fan. I've been avoiding him because I wanted him and Corbin on two different shows, and I wasn't sure which one I was taking. That being said, when I pick Cruz, I would consider drafting Corbin instead. But I'm going to use one of our other rules that we didn't explain yet.
Just about to do that. Oh.
So we kept rules separate from you, silent, I guess. We didn't tell you. We figured we'd use it as a surprise when it came time. We gave each GM 2 free agent pickups. Someone that is not on the roster, not as part of WWE.
Somebody you can convince to come over with enough money type thing?
Exactly. Someone that is a viable option, that is still in wrestling shape or wrestling in a different promotion. Someone with the right situation, even if it's just for a 6-month contract as they build the brand. And
not
then
somebody who's older like Piper. He's too old probably.
He's dead.
No, stop it.
But yes, not someone we're not fantasy booking Mr. Perfect here, but someone that is a viable option, someone that we might get. So, with my 15th pick,
10 seconds.
I am going to take Bill Goldberg.
4, 3. I'm taking Chris Jericho.
I hope, beyond hope, that Jericho ends up on SmackDown.
I gotta say, I am loving Jericho lately. His matches, it's not the same Jericho as it was 10 years ago, but his in-ring, his interviews, his in-ring show, the highlight reel, all that stuff, some of the best of Jericho. I drink it in, man. Drink it in. He's not gonna be around forever.
No, he's not. He is definitely not going to be around forever. I am going to take Lillian Garcia.
Jog. You know, that was somebody I wanted so badly, but I also, like you, have been saying, I don't see her off of Raw. I want Lillian on Raw. Yeah. I don't know why, but she seems to belong there for me. I want Lillian.
I'm mentally going through what I need to pick to hit my minimums. And I'm sitting here going, let me get it out of the way. Yes, he may kill me with a big pick here.
I'm about to. I need somebody for Paige to fight, and I am bringing up Bayley. I am using my second NXT tier out of 10 possible between the two of us, and I am bringing up Bayley.
All right. Well, that's good. Glad you did that. only because
You picked Lillian Garcia.
before Lillian Garcia, I meant to pick Becky Lynch, so I can just do that now and flip-flop. So,
And I will take absolutely 100%. No, you're not going to pick him.
100% no.
No, you're not going to pick him. Why pick him when I can pick Bray Wyatt, who is still on the board?
I have been trying my best to avoid Bray Wyatt. That is definitely a case of I believe, my personal belief is that the whole thing about people being split is about the Wyatt family, and I believe that Luke Harper is going to be separated from the Wyatt family. So before you could use 4 picks and take the whole Wyatt family, I had to get Harper on my side so that when you took the Wyatt family, you were only getting 3.
Mm-hmm.
And that is why Harper went 8th for me. If it was up to me, if I had gotten SmackDown, I was going to take the Wyatt family, only 3 members, and leave Harper on the board.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't get that option. Like I said, I'm trying to build both shows by drafting one show. Leaving Ziggler, leaving Jericho, those are obvious picks that need to be picked higher, in my opinion. That is why I'm doing things like picking Renee and picking Lillian and picking Lana, because I'm leaving these people for you, while still, quote-unquote, not hurting myself. I am, however, going to take here my first NXT talent. And his name is going to be... And I'm doing this for you guys, and because I'm trying to be as realistic as possible. I'm not a huge fan. Everyone tells me I should be a huge fan. Everyone tells me he will get drafted. I'm sure he will get drafted. I believe that he will get drafted, but I do not care for him. That being said, I'm going to bring Shinsuke Nakamura up to the main roster.
And I'm pretty ready with my pick because
I talked a long time.
No, I'm almost positive you didn't pick her. You did not. I'm going to take Dana Brooke.
Dana Brooke.
And I want to say that she's not the flash in the pan. She's not the just new thing on the show right now. But there's something about her I very much like.
I can't stand it.
Really?
I cannot stand her. When she was in NXT and they teamed her up with Emma, I was like, oh my gosh, this sucks. And then they brought Emma up, and I was like, yay, Emma. I like Emma. Get her away from Dana Brooks. And then they brought Dana Brooks right back up. And I was just like, you gotta be kidding me. Can't stand her. Can't stand her. And who knows? Give her some time by herself. Maybe something grows there. But as the
You told me to pick
sidekick.
Emma and pick Emma next, huh? Put them together.
I love Emma. I want to pick Emma. I can't justify picking Emma at this point. But I think Emma, in her new gimmick where she is, badass Emma, I think that she's, pretty badass. All right, so the next person I'm going to pick, I'm going to leave that for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to,
Don't do it.
eeny, meeny, miny, mo. No, I'm going to take Baron Corbin now.
Baron Corbin. Man, I'm a big fan of Baron Corbin.
I think that Baron Corbin, given the right draft, can be one of the top 3 heels on SmackDown.
Yeah, I like a big monster. I like Cass for the same reason. I don't need all this time. I'm 10 seconds in, but I'm going to use my option to go off the list and take a possible person who's out there that's rumored could be coming back, maybe not, who knows. But what kind of a show would this be with John Cena and, go ahead, you write it, Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle is who I'm taking. Not the same Kurt Angle that we remember from 20 years ago, but still, we get some storyline there. AJ Styles, Kurt Angle, we got some stuff.
Yeah. Kurt Angle's a good choice, and had I been doing SmackDown, I would have taken Angle instead of Goldberg. But that's an option. I like that. All right, so I'm gonna. Oops, Ziggler's been picked. I am going to take. Let's see. No. No. So at this point,
You took Nakamura, right?
I did. I think, and people are going to hate me for this, but I'm sorry, guys. I like it. I know everyone else hates it, and everyone else is waiting for other stuff. Michael Cole.
Michael Cole, there he goes.
The voice of the WWE.
And you know what? A few rounds ago, I said, you know what? You're not going to take him. So I didn't pick who I was going to pick because I thought you'd pick Michael Cole. I'm going to take... Do you know who I'm going to take?
I hope you're taking the right guy.
I'm taking Mauro Ranalli.
All right.
I like this guy, man.
He is the internet baby right now.
I
Everyone
like
loves
this guy.
him
Really?
so much. It's
I got to read more
ridiculous.
internet, but I really like...
I don't get it.
You don't get it?
I don't get it. And had I been on SmackDown, I would have taken him because I feel like that's what people want.
I almost took him a while ago, and I went, you know what? He's going to go for Michael Cole, and then I'll grab Ranalli.
Okay.
Manalo?
I don't know.
I'm going to call him Jim. I've got Jim.
Ronaldo.
I crossed it out, so now I don't know what his name
Ronaldo.
is.
That's okay. I don't even know either.
I don't know. Mauro.
So, there we go.
Mario Rudatelli.
Ooh. So there's that. Oh, I got to write that down, though.
Mauro Ronaldo.
I'm going to go ahead and take Emma here.
You're going to take Emma?
Yeah.
You take Emma, and I am going to take Kane.
See, and what I almost said there before Michael Cole was, I'm going to have to fill up the roster. I might as well. These guys are going to be needed. They're going to end up on shows. I might as well take the ones I like, even if other people don't like them. It's like I'm avoiding Kane and Big Show and those guys because people just want them to retire. And I'm like, that doesn't mean that I can't pick my guys. I'm a little sad I didn't take Kane now. But that's okay. I will take... I got picked. Forgot about that.
We're about halfway through.
We're right about halfway through. We just two picks over halfway through.
All right, very good.
So I'm going to take...
You're going to take 1 minute.
I'm going to take Titus O'Neil.
Titus O'Neil.
A lot of people, I've watched a lot of the drafts, and I've had a lot of people picking him and going, I think this guy's a star, and I've heard that from a number of people. I don't. I'm a Florida Gator, which is where he went to school and played football. He actually played football while I was there. For that purpose, because of that, I am a fan, and I want him to succeed. I just don't see it.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the mic skills that people are saying he has. I'm like, where do you see these mic skills? He's still very raw in the ring. He's not Sheamus. And he needs to be at least Sheamus if he wants to be, so.
I'm using my option.
Okay.
I'm going to use my tag team option.
Okay.
Which means I'm going to allow you to take the next 2 picks.
Okay.
And I'm going to take the remaining members of the Wyatt family.
Rowan and Strowman.
Rowan and Strowman.
Okay. So the Wyatt family is now gone. So I get the next 2 picks. And to make it easy, I'm just going to take the Golden Truth.
Wow, they're a SmackDown team.
I'm not sure about that.
I'm pretty sure. That's why we call ourselves Split Vote.
No.
Yeah. Well, I'm calling it a split vote. You guys, I need you to comment below before the draft. Let us know. Goldust and R-Truth. SmackDown or Raw? I think they're going to SmackDown.
They're definitely a Raw tag team.
Definitely a Raw tag team?
Yeah.
I didn't mark these out, and I'm out there.
That's
30
assuming
seconds.
that they split tag teams.
If they split... No, keep it...
You never actually hit it. That was my turn.
I got plenty of time.
You have plenty of time.
I'm still looking for Braun Strowman. And then you took the Golden Truth, right?
Yep.
All right, so it's not under Golden, but Goldust is under G. And then...
R-Truth is under R.
R-Truth is under Little Jimmy. R-Truth. No, Jimmy Uso.
Now, obviously, if they...
Yeah. What'd you say?
I was going to say, obviously, if they put all the SmackDown tag teams on SmackDown and the women on Raw, then they'll be a SmackDown tag team. But
I am going to take. Man, I'm thinking about JBL, and I'm thinking about Jerry the King Lawler, because I have to have two, and I think that I almost said JBL, but then I almost said JBL needs to be on Raw, but I think Raw I see as Michael and King, Michael and JBL, which puts King on SmackDown. So I am going to pick the Big Show. Big Show.
all right,
Big Show. Big Show's a SmackDown guy, and he's big.
Not sure
He's
about
showy.
that. Not sure about that either. So right now, our comment section is exploding
About what? What did I do?
about who you didn't pick
Oh golly.
because you didn't even mention who Ronaldo's partner is going to be.
There's two guys. You're thinking of one,
And-
but
and it's
you
not
know
that-
the other,
it's
and
not
I'm
that-
thinking the other.
I'm saying based on what the internet is saying,
I'll put-
Jerry Lawler's on his way out.
I'll put Dolph
You know.
up there with him. I'll put Dolph at the table.
But you're not
I
booking.
know,
You're not
I
booking.
know.
We would. This is. Make sure you tune in for when we do our own booking.
That'll
we'll
be
do
a fun.
that
We're gonna
draft
do
too.
we're gonna do a draft where we get to book it ourselves, and we'll say, "Oh, well, I'll just make this guy better." We'll do that one.
All right. So I'm gonna go and say this is a gamble pick
Really?
because who knows how healthy they're coming back. But if they're coming back, Nikki Bella
I almost started a conversation about that.
is a very viable, necessary evil.
I almost picked a girl who wasn't Nikki or Brie, and I was going to ask you, what are they doing? Are they injured?
Well, Emma's injured as well.
Emma is
Yes.
injured as well.
Nikki had neck surgery,
Uh-huh.
and there's no timetable. She may never return. Who knows?
Right.
But of the women that are there, I'm not a big fan of much of what's left.
Well, then in that case, I'll take Summer Rae.
All right.
I'll book her great. I'll make her wonderful.
Yeah. Yes, you will. Okay, so I'm going to use my option,
Oh boy.
my third and final option of tag teams. And I am going to bring up from NXT the Revival, Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson. In my world, they're going to drop the titles back to American Alpha on their way up. But we'll see what happens.
I've gotten a little stuck there.
That's okay.
Yeah, you never said who the internet was going to say I should have taken, his partner.
Corey Graves.
Corey Graves.
That's what I believe everyone's wanting to hear right now is not from you, from them. They're hoping that once this happens, that Graves and Ronaldo will be the SmackDown team.
Because I was looking, with my 48 seconds left, I was actually looking at David Otunga.
See, I think
That's
David
who I was
Otunga's
looking at.
doing a
Over
great
Corey
job.
Graves, I was looking at David Otunga. And from an announcer standpoint.
And again, I'm happy with you doing that.
Uh-huh.
The internet community is not going to be as happy.
I don't know about that.
But
You guys,
my goal is not to
We're
make
tight.
you guys happy.
I'll tell you what. Who did you take?
I took Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder.
So
get
you took
picks.
two, and I get 2 picks?
Yep, and my tag team options are done.
I am going to take...
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
This is late. Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah, it is.
That's way late. Say what you will about him, he doesn't go 40th pick, 52nd pick.
Yeah, and for me, Kane, Big Show, Del Rio were the three that I really was supposed to be picking in there, and then I just kept getting distracted in other directions. So
I do have a second pick coming.
you do?
And with that second pick, I am going to take Becky Lynch.
No, you're not.
I'm just going to cross off Becky Lynch because she's already been taken.
Yeah, she was picked here, 17.
I see. You know, that throws me to a whole other section. I'm just going to go ahead and take... Fill up
I have a problem.
You do?
Yeah, we're going to pause this. Did you just try to take Becky Lynch
I did.
after Summer Rae?
Yes. I did.
Okay.
I did. I can't explain myself. Don't make me try. All right, did you start my time again?
Yes.
I'm on the clock.
Is on the clock.
All right, I am going to take. I need a ring announcer. Who are my available ring announcers? Not JoJo. Is that it? Ring announcer. That's about it. Oh, you're not going to take JoJo, so she can just hang in there for a while. 6 girls, ring announcer, backstage interviewer. Can I take any personality and make them the backstage interviewer?
Yeah, I think that's kind of what the thought process was. If you,
I'm taking Paul Heyman as my backstage interviewer. I'm taking Paul freaking
I
Heyman.
didn't mean it like that.
Well, I mean, I would watch that interview.
Yeah, I've avoided Paul. I can't believe I even left him on the list because at this point, all he does is manage Brock, and we've made Brock undraftable. So.
Yeah, but Paul is the mouthpiece of. I mean,
If I had
had
the option, he would have been my first commentator.
I might make him the ring announcer.
Well, I was going to say you need to go Ronaldo and Heyman as your commentating.
Ah, commentator. That's who I want him for. Commentator. Ronaldo and Paul Heyman. There we go.
Now that's the first bit of non-realism we've put into this, but that's
What are you
okay.
talking about.
You're like, no, there's plenty of non-realism.
I need a backstage interviewer. You know what? That's who I should have took.
Yeah, a backstage interviewer.
Yeah.
I am going to take, because it's been too long now, and I will see him more as a SmackDown guy, but he can't hang out anymore. Neville.
Neville, yeah, he is kind of a SmackDown guy, but he'd do well on Raw. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna fix my past sins. I'm gonna take Corey Graves.
Corey Graves, which puts us at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the NXT scale. 6 of 10. Corey Graves. It's a good pick.
Thank you.
When I say I wanted to do both, part of the reason I wanted to do SmackDown was so I could make those right decisions.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't feel like there is right
yeah.
decisions for Raw. I feel like anything they put together for Raw is going to be a mistake unless they go out of the way to make Heyman a thing again. You know, I don't see anything right. But Ronaldo and Graves is what everyone's asking for, and I don't see anything else strong enough to really matter.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not like what are you crazy? No, it's got to be JR, and none of that exists anymore. So it's the right thing. So I think you made the right choice there. I'm gonna take. I didn't get any of the Kane or the Big Show stuff, so I'll take Mark Henry to fill out that role.
Very nice.
He's probably on his way out the door, retiring, but who knows? Maybe we can get another 6 months out.
And I'm gonna take JBL.
Okay.
You know what? Can I change that?
Sure.
Yeah, I haven't hit my time yet.
That's fine. It's your time. No, you can't.
JBL. No. I'm gonna take. I'm putting Lawler on SmackDown. I'm going with Lawler.
All right. So going with a 3-man announced team or a 4-man announced team if you're putting.
I've got announcers.
Oh, you got
covered.
announcers. So that's good. You got yourself Lawler. You got pretty good on the announcers.
I think I've got a ring announcer, commentators, and backstage interviewers in there too, with all of them.
I'm going to do something that... No, I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to take Curtis Axel.
Curtis Axel. Curtis Axel. Very good. Very good.
Wow, a lot of names and not a lot of spots left. I'm starting to realize that.
Right. That is right. I'll tell you who I'm going to take. Just because I think this is a SmackDown, I have time. I think this is a SmackDown person. And here, I can't wait to hear what you're going to say about this. I'm taking Asuka.
Asuka
Asuka?
will not be drafted. Going on record right now. Asuka will not be drafted.
Asuka?
Although she won't be Asuka.
I had it spelled wrong.
Okay. It's spelled like Asuka. Asuka will not be drafted, but she won't be drafted for the same reason that Shinsuke won't be drafted, so I'm very possibly wrong. Neither of them can talk. They're both Japanese, and they can't say... They get in the ring and they go, you, me, fight. And that's slight exaggeration.
SmackDown's going to be on the USA Network?
Yeah.
And she doesn't speak USAian?
No, she doesn't speak USA. So, but she's the NXT Women's Champion. So from a talent standpoint, it's the right pick. But the one you should be probably picking is what I will pick here, Nia Jax.
Nia Jax.
Which puts us at 8, I believe.
Now, we are at round 30 each. We have 10 picks left each.
Correct.
And we have 10 picks that we must make.
Yes.
So, we have to get 6 females, 2 commentators, 1 ring announcer. I need to see where I am on the females. I think I've gotten 5 of my 6. I think I need 1 more.
I see 4.
You say 4.
Oh, no. I see 5. Okay. You have 5 females. You are correct. I have 6.
I need 1 more in the next 10, so that's fine. It's so silly, but you know what? I'm taking Byron Saxton. Byron Saxton, I'll make him my official backstage interviewer.
And that's not bad. Byron Saxton has and could be a good backstage interviewer. Aside from ringer announcer, I think you've got everything that you're required. No, Paul Heyman is not your ring announcer.
All right.
I have my ring announcer, my backstage interviewer, Cole. I still need to pick. I need to make sure that I pick a couple of other people. But, all right, so I'm going to take... No, I'm not. I'm going to make sure you take him. I'm going to take Jack Swagger.
You taking Jack Swagger?
Yes.
He's a SmackDown guy.
I don't think he's an anything anymore.
I've got Bobby Roode.
Oof.
Another NXTer.
That's number 9, which completely cuts out any chance of bringing up another tag team from NXT, but that's fine. And then I will take... No, I gotta leave him for you. No, I don't. All right. I'm going to take him.
Right.
He's the last NXTer. All the NXTers are gone now. Cannot take it. If they didn't get picked, I didn't think we were going to do 10. I didn't expect him to be picking that many NXTers. I will take Finn Balor.
Ooh, I grabbed him already.
When? Took Samoa Joe.
Yeah, no. I switched. Okay. Wow.
And
he almost got left off. Wow. He almost got left off
going.
completely.
I'm sitting here going, don't pick him, let him go to SmackDown. Don't pick him, let him go to SmackDown. All right, NXT is done. I did not expect that to happen.
NXT is done. I am going to take... was picked as well. Jack Swagger was picked. You know, I've got the perfect pick for SmackDown.
Yeah.
And everyone's going to hate it, but it's absolutely perfect. I'm taking the Social Outcasts. All of them. Take the
Well-
next 3 picks.
I already had Curtis Axel.
Forget, I don't want any of them. They stink. They're no good without Curtis Axel.
That's why I drafted just Curtis Axel. Breaking up the social outcasts.
You breaking up? Okay, I'll take the Vaudevillians.
Vaudevillains. 8 in English.
Vaudevillains. I've been calling them Vaudevillians since I first
Someone
saw
else
them.
was saying that the other day on one of the videos I
I think
saw.
it was me.
No, there was a video, and someone else called him Vaudevillains. I was like, that's not how you say it. Who are you, brother? And Simon Gotch.
Which gives you 2 picks.
Gives me 2 picks, and that is your third last.
Oh,
extra
that's
person.
my-
That's your third tag team.
My third tag team. My third bring them up together
Yeah.
option.
So that's now gone as well. So I am now going to use my other last option,
Mm-hmm.
and I am going to bring in from the free agent market John Morrison.
John Morrison. John Morrison. Ooh, who has Miz? I have Miz.
Yes.
It doesn't
It's
matter.
not like they'd stick them back together for a tag team.
No, just once. Accidentally, they meet up in the Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah, that'll happen. It'll happen. Assuming we don't have 2 separate Royal Rumbles.
There are so many options. Oh, no way, Jose.
He was not picking No Way.
I was not picking No Way, Jose. I can't believe he's somebody on my list.
Oh, I get 2.
You do get 2.
At which point I will take. I will take. I'll take Natalia.
Oh, I just crossed it off. I'm taking Natalia.
No, you're not.
I crossed off. I was going to go, Natalia.
Team 3 is on the clock.
Did you only take one of the sisters?
The other one's retired.
Retired. I'm going to use my special godlike power to bring her out of retirement and make her a man. No, let's not do any of that. How about if I just take... Oh, NXT's out. All these girls from NXT I can't take. It has to be Alicia Fox, Naomi, Rosa Mendez, or Tamina. Heath Slater in a dress. What, can I just make him a woman? I will use my... No.
No, unfortunately, you have to have at least 6. Can't even do a 6-man tag team match. 6-woman tag team match.
Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fox. I was gonna say, and if you wait.
Wait! Oh, who's the lady who's a mother? She's a big mother.
Awesome Kong.
Awesome Kong! She
Is that
is.
who you're bringing back? With
I
your
still got
second?
one thing.
Yeah, you do. I don't, so you could pick Alicia.
I'll
Fox.
take Alicia Fox.
Okay. All right, so that's a good. That would be awesome. Kong.
Awesome Kong.
All right, I will be taking.
You're like 5 picks from the end. You get yourself covered. You're not gonna like say we got to start over. I only got 4 out of 5 girls.
Well, I've already got 7 girls.
All right, 7 girls. That's enough.
I am going to take. And he does the same job as Michael Cole, but I think he's probably going to be better, so we can work Michael Cole out, and I'll have to take someone else for now. I'm going to take Tom Phillips.
Tom Phillips. And at which point I will take Barbara Ray Dudley.
And I'll take JBL.
And I'll take Darren Young.
There he is. I've been avoiding him.
Make him
all.
great.
If I had
Well, yeah, if I
SmackDown,
had-
I would have taken him.
I've got 3 picks. If I
way
had
over
4,
here.
I'd grab Bob Backlund.
I have. I will take David Otunga.
Devon Dudley.
Then with my last 2 picks, let's see who has to have a job and that we kind of left off.
That's it. I'm looking. This is an amazing list of people that didn't make it. It's an amazing list.
All right. Oh my gosh, I have 3. Shouldn't have picked Otunga. I will take, just because he's my guy, Fandango.
Fandango. I'm looking at some of these names. I am a bigger fan of the Usos than my wife.
Yeah.
And I've got 2 picks left, and I'm not going to use them to pick the Usos. I am going to take Bob Backlund. Bob Backlund as an other on-air commentator personality to round out the show.
One last pick.
Your last pick?
My last pick. You get one more. So, because I got 1, 2, 3 real options. And since I don't know what you're picking, and it would be an absolute sin for this guy to not have a job, I will take him, Kalisto.
And my last pick, preordained, is JoJo.
Oh, yeah.
I need to have a
I forgot
JoJo.
about that.
Otherwise, it goes ding, 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 and people just walk out and stumble into the ring and start hitting each other. There's nobody there to say, coming down the ring.
I made a mistake by going Phillips, JBL, Otunga. I picked 3. I only needed 1 more. I really only needed 1. I didn't want to go with just 1, so I could have picked 2, but I didn't need to pick all 3 of them. My thought process is it's Cole, JBL, Otunga instead of Saxon, and then we work Phillips in and Cole out or something like that. But that was my thought process. But too much there. I'm okay with Sin Cara not having a job. I'm not okay with the other 2 social outcasts not having a job.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't want to put them together.
Well, I'll tell you what. We're right at about 1 hour and 15 minutes.
Right.
Why don't we do a post wrap-up show? As
Yeah,
well?
absolutely,
And,
guys.
and please comment below. Let us know. What did we get right? What did we get wrong? What do you want to tell me about Paige? I'm afraid about that whole Paige pick before some of the others, before the boss.
Feel free. Look in the comment section. There'll be a link eventually to the wrap up. Will be right there in the link so that you can find a quick link to us discussing. Also. I forgot the other thing I was going to say.
Well, I'll tell you what it was. It was we're going to respond to what you guys write.
That's
so
what it was.
Go ahead, write in those comments. Even if we have to do a whole show just where we talk about what we're talking about, you start the conversation. We'll finish it.
All right. So this is Spectrum,
And this is Vinny.
and that's us from More on Wrestling.